Come gather, ye wanderers, I'll tell you a tale, known amongst many a seaman and angler, of a hook that has caught more fish than is known, a hook they call Ladyfoot Dangler. My mother was a fountain of love. They loved to fulfill all men's wishes, but my father was alone in his world. Anyway, he had no time for fishing, till one day there came traveling by river was he, a one-eyed fisher named Colston. His face wore the tale of many fish battles at sea, but if you asked him, he'd just say he lost one. Old Colston had a pole would make the catfish tremble, and his long beard carried hooks when he talked jingled and jangled. At the end of the line, my eyes were awed by what his hands assembled. He said, color the dress at an angle while the ladyfoot dangled. It was past supper time when he threw out his line. Ma called out she was leaving, and it wasn't long before bending the rod had Colston and I both a heaving. Well, the fish gave a fight as the day turned to night, and when her tail splashed we knew she was heavy. We thought we were fine till she took hold of the line and dove deep down toward the underwater valley. Well, she gave us a yank and the reel ran hot till the bearings were nearly burning. And up we did go, and in the water we went, our hands still on the rod as the reel stopped turning. That black, muddy river runs deep and wide, and to the bottom we went a-tumbling. As the water rushed by, I heard old Colston cry, but all I understood was his mumbling. Then out of the dark came the rush of a wave, great tusks and the eyes of a Bengal. And the flashing of teeth like rocks in a haze. And I saw that ladyfoot dangle. Well, into her jaws went old Colston and I, with his rod and reel and his hook that ladyfoot dangled. And we thrashed and was beat and was wrapped in line. Our bones broke and our lungs was strangled. Well, we kicked and we turned and we failed to cry. We grew dizzy as the ladyfoot dangled. By the time we slid back to her throat for to die, our bodies was torn up and mangled. down we went to the great world below, an abyss full of mystery and darkness, where the light reflects back upon that which is not known, a land beyond where the world was started. We came to rest finally on a sloping plateau, strewn with the violence of all the world's detritus. Old Colston says to me, young lad, would you know, we're in the belly of a catfish. It wasn't long in our state of despair I saw coming what looked like a fair lady. She moved soft and swift as she cut through the air. Her hair glowed orange and wavy. She had long flowing breasts and the arms of the sea. As a dream to fulfill any immortal man's wish, her shoulders were strong and her waist it was long. Yet she had the head and the tail of a catfish. I tried to awake as she began to speak. She made a sign of 3 circles, a line and triangle. Then she opened her mouth and it came tumbling right out. It was old Colston's hook, the ladyfoot dangle. She said, now ye wanderers, how far ye have come, to my land here removed from the middle. But travel no more, and death to come soon, should you not answer my riddle. For well you know that man has but one voice, yet becomes 4-footed and 2-footed and 3-footed. Just as you know 'tis by day and by night that both of our sisters are rooted. But tell me now to prove me your worth, lest I devour your heads and your souls shall perish. Tell which of these creatures shall rule all kingdom of earth, be it a man or be it a catfish. Old Colston the sailor, he was not amiss. With his one eye looked up to her radiance. He called up to her with what looked like his fist, in a might full of storm and disobedience. He said, now you listen, sweetheart of the sea. We do not come here for bartering nor wrangling. We are men of the earth and we will always be. And he stole that ladyfoot dangling. And with that she sang a most blistering song, filled my ears with sounds of wonder and beauty. And my heart was comforted by warm feelings of love, a feeling like somehow she knew me. But then the walls start to shake and the world closing in, Old Colston yelled, "Lad, tie that line off." And he casted his rod back out to the sea, and wait while that ladyfoot dangled. And just as the last brick of wall was let down, old Colston's rod gave a tug and was bending. The dark had gone light, my eyes had gone blind. I felt that the whole world was ending. But then came a feeling I still can't explain, though I've tried many a times and still try yet. How it came to pass through a great wall of rain, I woke up a child in a fisherman's net. The sun, it was hot, and the sea breeze was dry. I gasped the air, my lungs felt queer and newfangled, as I looked up into the face of the fisherman with one eye. Old Colston and that ladyfoot dangled. Now up on the wall you'll notice a mount, her belly all star-speckled and black-spangled. If you don't know her by now, just look at her mouth. That mouth where the ladyfoot dangled. Oh, ladyfoot dangled. Oh, ladyfoot dangled.